What do you love about Donald Trump?
I love everything about Donald Trump. I feel he can be trusted and feel comfortable, and it's peace of mind.
And tell me a little bit about what you liked when he was president. What are some of the things he did that you agreed with?
I agreed with everything he did.
One specific?
I can't think on the spot, but everything I'm happy with.
Not even one? Or maybe he didn't do anything to help the American people.
You're out here because you like Donald Trump, I'm guessing.
That's right.
And what did Donald Trump do? You've seen one or two presidents, I'm guessing, in your 40 years. What did Donald Trump do as president that made your life better?
I like the way he doesn't back down. He might not always be correct, but he admits it, and he does not back down when it comes to the companies.
Wait, hold up. When has Trump ever said that he has been wrong and admitted it?
Lately, there's a statement that's been out there all over the place. It's a quote from a lot of people. It said, Trump's been right about everything. And if you think about it, I really have. It's my honor to do it, but we have to do something about it. We have to save our country. Thank you very much.
Wow. And also, did she say company instead of country? Because a lot of right-wingers have said that this country should be run like a business. I've heard that before.
Discipline, a little backbone, run it more like a business than, feeding out of a trough.
So combining right-wingers' devotion and praising of Donald Trump, along with Republicans' rhetoric of wanting to run the country as a business, it got me thinking, Scott, why do conservatives praise billionaires? And why do they become upset when they face criticism? Well, let me give you 3 possible explanations as to why this happened, and you can use this whenever you're talking with that MAGA coworker, friend, neighbor, family member at Thanksgiving, and it might help you just understand where they're coming at it from to be able to help them come to reason. So the first possible reason as to why MAGA conservatives praise billionaires and get upset when they face scrutiny is that it's woven into the fabric of our country and the American public. This sense of rugged individualism, pull yourself up from your bootstraps, which you actually cannot do. Go and look it up. And this sense of just work hard, keep your head down and just do whatever you need to do. Push yourself. Don't give up. And they see that as a very valid thing to do. And let me be clear, it's a very noble virtue. But it has its limitations because when extrapolated out to a larger public view, it frees up people who have already made it from facing public scrutiny, accountability, and criticism. So this rugged individualism could be seen as toxic and actually make us simps and praise the rich. Let me give you an example. Anti-union propaganda. Several companies, including Amazon, Starbucks, the Big Three, Ford, General Motors, Stellantis, all have pushed anti-union propaganda as to motivate and push their workers to not demand better from their employer, whether that's raising wages, better working conditions, better health care. And they are saying, oh, you just must take what you are given, never advocate for more, just pull yourself up from your bootstraps and just work hard and you're just gonna take what you're given and you can't demand any better. You just must suffer through it, never ask for better, because XYZ rich person was able to pull themselves up from their bootstraps and they did it, so you must too. And see, right-wingers praise that kind of success because they envision themselves as being part of it. A second explanation is, well, it's always been in the Republican Party. Former Republican President Ronald Reagan once said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country," thereby coaxing American citizens to have to prove themselves in order to be given the same basic human rights and what they deserve under our American Constitution, putting the burden of proof on American citizens to be worthy to receive government services instead of the government functioning as a group of the people in order to serve them. Same with the rich. We as American citizens, we are given the burden of proof to prove ourselves, where the rich are just given it. You see what I mean? And that it goes deep into the roots of the Republican Party as well, with elitism. And it's still there to this day. with MAGA conservatives praising Trump, not having any criticism whatsoever, no nuance, no gray area, just completely defending him despite 91 criminal counts that he is facing, bound to make at least one or two of them at least guilty. And instead, they just blindly worship and follow him like this.
Let's say in some scenario, Joe Biden was watching this. What would you say to him?
You're a mistake of nature. The next exit off this planet you should take. You f***ed up this country far longer and far stronger than any moron that I've ever met. Leave office. You need to get the hell out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I don't consider myself to be an ultra MAGA.
If you could look Trump in the eye and give him anything you would want to say to him.
Mr. Trump, I am ready, willing, and able to give up this month's mortgage to help you win the White House once again.
A third explanation as to why Republicans get upset when billionaires are scrutinized and why they praise them is, well, they're programmed that way. After receiving a barrage of constant amount of misinformation and propaganda from right-wing media news outlets, they're just told what to think. This herd mentality. They're just programmed to repeat talking points. Why else do you think a whole bunch of Republicans sound the same? It's because they lack any volition in independent critical thinking to actually pursue information and think for themselves, despite saying, oh, I did my own research. What, by watching Fox News? Girl. Point is that they are often just told what to think. So this continues to be reiterated and programmed into them from those right-wing media news sources. And to me, it's a no-brainer. Right-wingers that are rural or working class praising Trump, a billionaire, is a lot like homeless people praising those who have mansions. And it's also like hungry people praising the most well-fed person. It's, to me, for what I see, it's pathetic. But also, to them, they are wishing that upon themselves. And they get upset when people scrutinize those people because they want to be that person. Along with it being programmed into them from a barrage of media propaganda. So I hope all of that helps. The next time that you talk with your MAGA coworker, friend, neighbor, family member, who is MAGA and starts spouting off praising the rich people, maybe you can use some of those explanations to help them understand and see reason. Sometimes they're too far gone, but you can at least try, because without trying, you never know. And what do you think? What do you think is the best approach? What do you think is the most valid explanation as to why right-wingers praise billionaires? Put it in the comments below. And also, my name is Scott Johnson. You can find more of me, a Southern political gay guy, on my YouTube and my TikTok, which are both in the description box below. I do a morning live show on TikTok that you definitely don't want to miss, 7 a.m. or 7:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But most importantly, do not forget to smash that subscribe button to Rebel HQ. And have a wonderful turkey week.